Coming to the representation of second house, second house can also be called as the house of finance, wealth, accumulation. Now, coming to finance, if any good planet is situated or is the lord of this house, then you can expect finance from that particular planet. So, second house becomes very important because finance is such a crucial thing in today's time. So yeah, second house shows finance, financial issues, anything related to finance can be seen through the second house. The planets in second house, the planets linked to second house. Yeah, everything related to finance will be shown by second house. Only the finance part, the actual liquid money. Yeah, wealth. Yeah, this wealth is mostly material gain, nothing spiritual or any other aspects. So, second house is the house of finance, material gains or not gains, wealth, material accumulation, accumulating things. Here, this doesn't just show the money. Here, it shows all kinds of materialistic things. It may be cars. No, not cars. Cars comes under the fourth house, but all sorts of materialistic things that you can accumulate. Even if you're see, if you're getting one car, it shows fourth house. But if you're constantly buying new cars, like these millionaires, and building a huge garage or collection, there, the act of accumulating so many cars is governed by second house. Suppose Rahu is in the second house, that can make a person want to accumulate a lot of things, and may even want to, or even if they don't want, they may develop a lot of attachment towards their collection or the things they have accumulated so far. So yeah, all sorts of accumulation. If the a planet like Rahu is situated in Rahu, which shows attachments and shows a lot of greed or shows a never-ending desire. When such a planet is situated in, is in the second house, then the person may want to accumulate a lot of things. It may be anything, depending on the person. Let's say, for example, in India, like we have a tough time giving away books or the things which we used and which are barely of any use to us today. But I see many people just holding on to the things because of some sort of attachment, or having one or two things as attachment or sentiment can be a good thing. But they have issues like some people buy wide variety of things, like let's say a watch, for example. They have from very basic or decent watch to a wide variety of watches, and that never stops. They keep accumulating so many things, so many types, different types of watches. That's just an example. So yeah, we can see a lot of accumulation if Rahu is present here. At the same time, Ketu is present here. We can see them being quite detached to this. If they are not detached, and many people face this, if they are very attached and not detached to the things that are represented by the second house, then they will learn lessons or go through situations which will cause detachment to this whatever this house represents. So yeah, accumulation is one of the main things when it comes to second house. People normally forget about accumulation because people focus on finance, speech, or family whenever second house comes up. But accumulation plays a huge role because whatever old thing you have that you don't use, and the things which can be of use to someone else, but you are simply holding on to it just because you have habit of accumulating things, that can be bad, and that can make few planets very negative, like Ketu, Saturn. They don't like these behaviors. If it's of use and you can you're constantly using it, even if it's not every day, just using it in some pattern or something, at least once a month at the very least, then those planets won't be so negative. But yeah, when you have a lot of things, you tend to ignore some or the other thing for sure. So accumulation that can be shown from second house. And speech, the way, see, here when it comes to speech, people normally get confused between the second house and third house, because third house shows communication. Now the way you speak, the way you form words, or the way you express your statement is all seen by speech or the second house. But when it comes to third house, it shows the way you communicate. If your communication is going to be good, the overall communication, understanding what the other person is speaking and then replying to that, or if you are a good listener or a speaker, those things can be seen from the third house. But in second house, it comes down to speech and only speech. Now let's say if you're a Cancer ascendant and your second house is empty, so your second lord will be Sun. So Sun will give you a commanding speech. You'll sound like a commander, even if that person is simply speaking, or just trying to convey a small thing and speaking in a calm manner. That will sound like a command to people, because that is the blessing of Sun, and that is the influence of Sun on the person's speech. uh, yeah, even if Sun is situated in the second house or is the lord of second house, that is just an example. But yeah, that can also be a negative thing, because whenever this person is simply speaking or just trying to make a conversation, people will feel he's a bit commanding or harsh, or may take it wrongly, like uh, they might think that is an attitude issue of the person, or these things can happen, and all these things can be seen by the second house. Second house, one of the main things is family. Second house shows how good your family bonds will be. And here we can see that through the planets in second house, and through the lord of second house, how it's situated or in which house it is is if it is in a negative house, that can impact negatively. So yeah, it depends. Negative, there are no good or bad houses in astrology. People make this a big thing, like people say 6, 8 and 12 is a bad house, but that is only when you come to financial perspective. If you see from the POV of worldly desires, or just the perspective of everyday person, and gaining all the materialistic things, that when that comes, 6, 8 and 12 can show negative, or you can gain from those houses. What I'm trying to say is, there are no good or bad houses in astrology. There are no bad planets or good planets. It's just negative or positive for a particular thing. Let's say to gain spiritual wisdom, if you have Rahu in some very finance related house, it's going to be a bit difficult, because Rahu will make you attached to financial or materialistic things. So yeah, at the same time, Rahu can give you immense amount of wealth and finance, so that you can pursue your spiritual goals and these things very easily without having to worry or work also. So yeah, there are good and bad things in everything, but you can't completely negate a house, like calling 8th house or 12th house very bad. Those are excellent houses if you know how to use them. So yeah, we'll go into the advanced part later. It's not actually advanced, but yeah. Family, vision. Uh, when it comes to vision, especially right eye, it can be seen by the second house. If the planet sitting there, or is the lord of that planet is in a negative or weak position, then that can affect right eye too, or the vision overall. And liquid assets, money, gold, these things can be seen by the second house. That's why second house becomes very important, especially to us Indians, while gaining gold, or trying to accumulate things, gaining wealth, proper flow and regular flow of income. These things can be seen by the second house. All types of liquid assets can be seen by second house. So yeah, issues with the second house can also be issues with liquid assets can also be solved and seen by the second house. Education, now it comes when it comes to education, education has different for each house it has been split up. So yeah, at some or the other point a person will gain some or the other knowledge. Like let's say if a person has good second house, that person's education will be very good up to 8th grade or 10th grade. And let's say if his education according to fourth house, that is middle part, like let's say first PU or 11th 12th and even bachelors can be seen by the fourth house, and fifth house shows higher education. So yeah, there are education is split up into different houses, so that at some or the other point a person will gain some or the other knowledge. Now some people have bad foundation, that is primary education, maybe because of let's say second house Rahu also, they might indulge in all materialistic things and forget to study. So yeah, many things can be seen, and especially when it comes to education, education is split up into different houses. And second house shows primary education only, and right eye is done. Face, in the first house it was head or the skull, and here it's face. So yeah, if you have a good placement for second house, if you have Venus in your second house, you can have a good looking face. And that way many things impact on the second house, and face is one of the things that can be represented by the second house. Bank balance, yeah, when it comes to finance, bank balance too. Here bank balance, it shows the if you are going to have good balance at all times, or if you are going to constantly keep spending whatever you gain in your bank. This happens to many people, especially like they gain especially if the bank account is in their name. Sometimes this can this can happen to people where they gain like 1 lakh today, and that 1 lakh will be distributed to so many things by just within just 2 or 3 days. And suppose they received the same money in their mother's account, or in someone close person's account, then that 1 lakh won't be instantly spent in just 2 or 3 days, and all these can be seen. That was just an example to try and explain how the bank balance part works. So yeah, that can be seen through second house. Material attainments, all types of material desires, you can see some amount of material desires from the second house, especially when it comes to accumulating things. And for example, in the seventh house also, seventh house is the house of desire, but that doesn't directly show accumulating things. And the 11th house also shows fulfillment of desires, that shows gains. But what type of material attainments you wish to possess, that can be seen through this house. So if Rahu is here, Rahu can make a person like a lot of exotic things, or new things constantly, and would like all foreign objects. They'd be willing to pay the 2 times or 3 times the money to import things. Yeah, these can be seen through the second house, as it shows material attainments too. And last is food and taste. Now when it comes to food and taste, it varies a lot on the planet that is situated on second house. Now let's say your second lord may be Mars. If you are Pisces or Tula or Tula or Libra ascendant. When you're Libra ascendant or Pisces ascendant, your second house is ruled by Mars. And if the house is empty, then your food and taste will be more inclined towards, or the things you prefer to eat and consume will be all spicy and masala related, all very tasty, a lot of salt, a lot of spice. These things can happen. And let's say if Rahu is also sitting in this house, then you would want all exotic things from this taste. Your taste buds would be aligned to spicy and masaladar foods, but at the same time you'd want all the exotic things, all different types of even different countries, different cuisines. That is what Rahu and Mars can make a person if it's in the second house. Even Mars not being present there will have influence for sure. If the house is empty, let's say your second house is empty, and all you have to do is see the second lord, and whoever is the second lord, that will be that planet will rule the type of taste or food you prefer. So yeah. And now let's say Venus is the second lord for Aries or Virgo. For Aries or Virgo ascendants, Venus is the second lord, and let's assume the second house is empty. Then that person would prefer a lot of sweet foods. So yeah, many things can be seen just by the second house, and these are the things second house represents. I have mentioned almost all the major things. There may be some minor things, but yeah, I've written as much as possible. Yeah, this is second house.